Hey everybody, it's Corey. I just got done installing a water filter system for my house. This water filter is designed to remove sediment from lines, and it's extremely maintenance friendly. The brand of this, there are several brands, but this one is a RUSCO. You can actually purchase it right on Amazon. But I wanted to make a video to show you kind of basically what I did so that way you have some ideas. So first off, if you think you have sediment in your line from your well, you definitely need to address it, okay? Because it can and it will ruin appliances. In our case, it ruined our dishwasher to the point where our dishwasher, which is only 2 years old, wasn't putting out pressure enough to be able to wash our dishes. It also really clogged up the screens for all of our faucets as well as our washing machine, so I had to pull the washing machine out and clean that out, and ultimately we ended up replacing our washing machine as well. So it's not good. So if you have a sediment issue, you need to address it, but it's not expensive. This whole filter system with all the plumbing pieces and everything cost me less than $100, so don't waste your money by not doing it. A couple things that I did first, or one thing that I did first, was I flushed my water lines, and the reason why I did that was because it was already so much sediment in the lines from years prior. We've only owned this home for a few months, and it's probably been like this since it was built. So this is my water system tank. This controls my the pressure to the home and goes out to the well, ultimately turning the well on and off as the pressure drops. That's what this whole thing is functioned to do. But you don't necessarily need to know much about this, but you're going to have a similar design to this. On your tank, you should have some way of draining the water out. Okay, so what I did was, I'm going to show you on the side of this. This actually is the sensor that cuts the water pump that's down in the well on and off. And it does that based on pressure. So if you flip this switch up, this little metal lever on the side, you flip it up, it's going to turn it off. Okay, so I turned it off and then I drained my lines, and I did that by hooking a hose up, and I just threw the hose outside, and I just left I drained all my water lines, and then I flipped the pump back on, and I filled the home back up. And I did that probably 10 times until basically I got clear water out of the lines, because I had so much sediment in the lines that the water looked like it was a mud water. It was pretty disgusting. So it's definitely worth doing. So after I did that, it's really simple, guys. So this is the main line right here that comes out of my tank that supplies the entire home. So this line supplies the home, and of course you can see there's another line going out through my basement that goes out to the well. So not hard to figure out. So you get your main line. What you've got to do is you've got to tap into it and put your filter in the middle. That's it. Some of you are going to have copper, some of you are going to have PEX. I have PEX. I like PEX. It's super easy to work with, and you can convert from copper to PEX. It's the best stuff ever, in my opinion. But all I did was I just simply got a 90-degree fitting and connected directly into the RUSCO using some PEX fittings. There's an inside and an outside, making sure your water pressure from your well tank comes in and then goes out to the home. Then I 90-degreed it up, and of course connected and tied into where it branches off and goes to the whole home. That's all this thing is. And I wish I had thought to make this video before, but I already, on my first gallon of water running through this screen in here, already had sediment in there, and that's because I've been stirring everything up. But all I did was flip this lever, and it blasted the water right out. I can actually show you real quick what it did. But so all you do when you realize that, you come down, you look at your filter, or you realize your water pressure maybe has dropped, all you do is flip this lever, and it's got a lot of pressure. It rinses this entire screen out, and that's it, guys. That's all you have to do. So as this screen gets clogged up from use, you just rinse it out, drain it into a bucket. You could also, if you really wanted to, I got a little on the wall there. Kind of excited. If you wanted to, this has thread in it, so you could thread this pipe and you could put it right into a floor drain if you had a floor drain in your basement, or you could pump it to the outside, so you wouldn't even have to use a bucket. I don't know, I think it's just not that hard to use a little bucket, but if you really wanted to make it real nice and clean, you could do that. So you just come down and, every so often flip your switch, it'll clean out your filter, and then you're good to go. That's all you have to do. So this little, I think I've got $80 in little pieces and stuff here, and it's done. So I will never have sediment in any of my home stuff again. Obviously this doesn't filter to make the water taste crisper. It's not gonna remove contaminants from your water. It's not gonna physically remove arsenic or something like that. It's literally to remove sediment only. Okay, so if you're sucking up sandy dirt and stuff like that, this is what's gonna catch it. It's a really nice system. So anyway, I'm really happy with it, and I just thought I'd make the video so that way you guys could check it out. If you got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I log in fairly regularly. I'll happy to help address any questions that you might have. If the video is helpful, please do hit subscribe, and definitely like the video if you appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.